and fighting, the spirit of holy fear of you. Now always remember that Jesus Christ, the Master Teacher, the always wise. Glory be to the Father, to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit. As it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Glory be to the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Sa quorum, of course, with me as the chairperson. Sir Alan Imperial, our Chief of Administrative Section, our Vice Chairperson. Sir, good morning.
Morning.
Engineer Robles, our OIC Assistant District Engineer, our regular member. Sir, good morning.
Morning.
Engineer Mike Presbytero, the Chief of Construction Section,
Morning,
our regular member. Sir, good morning. Ma'am Eva Clarino, our Head of Back Secretariat. Good morning, ma'am. And of course, to our member, Ma'am Tin Simanes, over there. Good morning, ma'am. Sir JP Alamares, good morning, sir. Sir Choi Birakit, good morning, sir. Ma'am Nang Rugando, she's conducting, eligibility. So, Ma'am Cecilo Chavez, ma'am, good morning. Engineer Carl Ramirez, rather. Good morning. Ma'am Lois Pileno, ma'am, good morning. Sir Patrick Rania, good morning. And of course, to our computer operator, Sir Larry Reyes, good morning, sir. So also to our YouTube viewers, good morning to everyone. So without further ado, since we already have a forum, so we now start our activity, the opening of contract ID number 25 FS0025. So let me first open the bid box for us to continue our activity.
Alulo na nagkabalik pa. Kaya nga ni Depo Sebo na dyan sigurong babaeng sa ganagan.
So we now start opening the first envelope for the technical documents submitted by these prospective bidders. So Ma'am Cez, please go ahead. Thank you.
Good morning. Opening of technical documents for contract ID 25FA0025. The contract name is Construction of DPWH Albay First Engineering Office, TABACO City Albay Main Building Phase 1. Approved budget for the contract is 96,500,000. Contract duration is 180 calendar days. Bidding date is March 4, 2025, and bidding time is 10:22 a.m. Our first bidder is Centerways Construction and Development Incorporated. Build-ups registration, sex certificate, audited financial statement, pick-up license, tax clearance, mayor's permit, authority of signatory, statement of ongoing contracts, SLCC, lead security BSD, signed and notarized, organizational chart, list of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data, key personnel's affidavit of commitment to work on the contract, project manager Lawrence Lubiano, signed and notarized, project engineer Francisco Escobar, signed and notarized,
14.
DO 104-2024. Materials Engineer Eileen Reyes. Signed and notarized. Certificate of Accreditation. Safety Officer Maria Jessa Lanuza. Signed and notarized. Certificate of Completion. Construction Foreman Alfonso Hagos. Signed and notarized. List of contractors, major construction equipment to be assigned to the contract. Owned and leased. List of contractors, minimum materials assessing equipment due 11. Sign. Proof of ownership of equipment. DO 11, sign and notarized, and DO 9, sign and notarized. This contract agreement for equipment, dispatching plan, signed and notarized with attached certificate of accreditation. Certification of availability of equipment, signed and notarized. Omnibus, signed and notarized. Authority of signatory, signed and notarized. NFCC and integrity pledge.
So the technical document submitted by Center Waste Construction Development Incorporated for contract ID 25-0025 is passed.
Our next bidder is SCP Construction. Build-ups registration. DTI permit. Mayor's permit. Tax clearance. Audited financial statement. List of ongoing contracts. SLCC. Pickup license with security BSD signed and notarized. Organizational chart. Statement of availability of key personnel and equipment. List of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data. Key personnel sa affidavit of commitment to work on the contract. Project manager Sergio Pascual, signed and notarized. Project engineer Faye Ann Santiago, signed and notarized. DO 191-2024. Materials engineer Tirso Perlada, signed and notarized. Certificate of accreditation. Construction foreman George Winston Beligantol, signed and notarized. Safety and Health Officer Sandia Oplegida, signed and notarized. Certificate of completion. List of contractors, major construction equipment to be assigned to the contract, owned, leased, and under purchase agreement. Proof of ownership. DO 11, signed and notarized. List of contract, signed and notarized. Certificate of accreditation for patch plant. Purchase agreement for equipment, signed and notarized. Certificate of availability of equipment, signed and notarized. Omnibus, signed and notarized. DO 11, signed and notarized. DO 9, signed and notarized. NFCC, integrity pledge.
Ada technical document submitted by SCP Construction for contract ID 25-0025 is passed.
Next bidder is Monolithic Construction and Concrete Products Incorporated. Field jobs registration. Sex certificate. Tax clearance. Statement of ongoing contracts. SLCC. Pickup license. With security BSD. Signed and notarized. Organizational chart. List of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data. Key personnel sa affidavit of commitment to work on the contract. Project manager Angel Fernan Balbido. Technical pa. Sign and notarize. Project Engineer Aristeo Bukas, sign and notarize. DO3 2020. Materials Engineer Rexner Ledesma, sign and notarize. Certificate of Accreditation. Safety and Health Officer Redentor Santos, sign and notarize. Certificate of Completion. Foreman Reynaldo Santos, sign and notarize. First Aider Annalie Villamor, sign and notarize. List of contractors' major construction equipment to be assigned to the contract. Owned and leased. Certificate of Availability of Equipment. Proof of Ownership. Lease contract agreement for equipment concrete batch plant, sign and notarize. Certificate of availability of equipment from the lessor, sign and notarize. And certificate of accreditation for batch plant. Omnibus, sign and notarize. Authority of signatory, sign and notarize. Audited financial statement.
Stop meeting.
NFCC. DO9, sign and notarize. And DO11, sign and notarize.
The technical documents submitted by Monolithic Construction Concrete Product Incorporated for contract ID 25/0/025 is passed.
Our next bidder is Hightone Construction and Development Corporation. Field Jobs Registration. List of ongoing contracts.
Review approve.
LCC. Bid Security VSD, sign and notarize. Organizational chart. List of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data. Key personnel sa affidavit of commitment to work on the contract. Project Manager Ryan Mirafuentes, sign and notarize. Project Engineer Regina Casabuena, sign and notarize. Report of Rating. Materials Engineer Eric Mendoza, sign and notarize. Certificate of Accreditation. Safety Officer Donna Retrovello, sign and notarized. Certificate of Completion. Foreman Dante Manila, sign and notarized. List of contractors, major construction equipment to be assigned to the contract, all owned. Proof of ownership. Cash plan certification. Omnibus. Sign and notarized. Authority of signatories. Sign and notarized. NFCC. DO9. Sign and notarized. List of minimum materials testing equipment. DO11. Without of site inspection. Sign and notarized. And certificate of compliance.
The technical documents submitted by Hightone Construction and Development Corporation for contract ID 25/0/025 is passed.
Our next bidder is Wellex Construction Incorporated.
Ano?
Field Jobs Registration. List of ongoing contracts. SLCC. Bid Security BSD, sign and notarized. Organizational chart. List of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data. Key personnel sa affidavit of commitment to work on the contract. Project Manager Alex Way, sign and notarized. Project Engineer Efren Manalo, sign and notarized. DO-189/2024. Materials Engineer Vincent Paga, sign and notarized. Certificate of Accreditation. Project Foreman Prospero Pulgar, sign and notarized. Safety and Health Officer Christian Itchaluse, sign and notarized. Certificate of Completion. List of contractors, major construction equipment to be assigned to the contract, all owned. Ownership.
3, 4.
Matching plan certification. Omnibus, sign and notarized. Authority of signatories, sign and notarized. NFCC. DO9, sign and notarized. and list of minimum materials testing equipment.
The technical documents submitted by Wellex Construction Incorporated for contract ID 25 FS0025 is passed.
Our next bidder is Delpar Construction and Supplies. Delpar. Build-ups registration, DTI permit, mayor's permit, tax clearance, audited financial statement, pickup license, list of ongoing contracts, SLCC, pickup license ulit, with security BSD signed and notarized, organizational chart, statement of availability of key personnel, list of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data, key personnel sa affidavit of commitment to work on the contract, project manager Edwin Parafina, signed and notarized, project engineer Wilfredo Lucas, signed and notarized, DO 96-2024, materials engineer Rodolfo Buado, signed and notarized, certificate of accreditation, construction foreman Oscar Ibarrientos, signed and notarized, safety and health officer KC Lynn Bautista, signed and notarized, certificate of completion, list of contractors, major construction equipment to be assigned to the contract, owned, leased, and under purchase agreement, proof of ownership, list of contract, signed and notarized, or concrete batch plant with a certificate of accreditation, BRS, purchase agreement, signed and notarized, certificate of availability of equipment, signed and notarized, statement of availability of major construction equipment, signed and notarized, list of contractors, major construction laboratory equipment, DO 11, DO 11, signed and notarized, Omnibus, signed and notarized, DO 9, signed and notarized, ulit, DO 11, signed and notarized, and NFCC, integrity pledge. Solo kaya? Siguro.
Also, before we continue our activity, so let me first read to you the result kasi natapos na po mag-run yung eligibility check. So, this is for contract ID 25 FS0025, contract name, construction of DPWH Albay First District Engineering Office, TABACO City Albay Main Building, Phase 1. So, the location is at TABACO City Albay. So, based on the evaluation of the information about legal, technical, and financial capabilities, as indicated in contractor's information of the bidders as recorded in computerized register of contractor for civil work. So, the requirements for above-mentioned contract as indicated in the contract profile submitted by DPWH Albay First District Engineering Office, we find the following eligible bidders to participate in the bidding for the contract, namely 1. Highton Construction Development Corporation, number 2, HDD Builders and Supply, Sandro Builders Incorporated, RU Aquino Construction and Development Corporation, Delpar Construction and Supplies, RMH Construction and Supply, Center Waste Construction Development Incorporated, Hensia Philippines Incorporated, Wellex Construction Incorporated, ESB Construction and Supply Incorporated, Steven Construction and Supply, Monolithic Construction and Concrete Product Incorporated, and SCP Construction. So on the other hand, based on the same evaluation, we find the following bidders ineligible to participate in the bidding for the contract. 1, so we only have 1 ineligible. So the bidders is 3RB Construction and Supply. So the reason why this contractor is ineligible because of the DTI or the CDA expired on February 24, 2025. So today is March. It's already March. So March 4 na. So ang expiry po ng based doon sa evaluation as a result for this eligibility check, sabi expired daw ang DTI, SEC, and CDA. However, we still have to open the first envelope of TRB construction and supply. So baka kasi na-comply niya doon sa yung expired niya, baka na-renew na. So i-open na lang din po natin yung first envelope ni TRB. So when kung i-find out natin na wala talaga siya doon, so siguro that's the time na natin na non-compliant. So again, this is the result of the eligibility check. So to continue with, let me now proclaim this technical component. So the technical document submitted by Delpar Construction and Supply for this contract ID 25 FS0025 is passed. So, ma'am, please continue. Go ahead. Yeah.
Our next bidder is RMH Construction and Supply.
Check na lang natin kung findings po.
Field of registration. Is of ongoing contract. SLCC. Pickup license. Bid security BSD. Signed and notarized. Organizational chart. List of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data. Key personnel sa affidavit of commitment to work on the contract. Project manager Lucille Jane Gamil, signed and notarized. Project engineer Elizer Navera, signed and notarized. DEO 26-2020 and certificate of accreditation. Materials engineer Glenn Peñalba, signed and notarized. Certificate of accreditation. Project foreman Roberto Lutino, signed and notarized. Safety officer Vincent Gonzalgo, signed and notarized. Certificate of completion. List of contractors, major construction equipment to be assigned to the contract. Owned and leased. Statement of availability of major construction equipment, signed and notarized. Proof of ownership. List of contractors, minimum material testing equipment, DEO 11. Division of availability of minimum material testing equipment, DEO 11, signed and notarized. Proof of ownership. Lease contract agreement for equipment, signed and notarized. And lease contract agreement for concrete batch plan, signed and notarized with attached certificate of accreditation. Omnibus, signed and notarized. DO 9, signed and notarized, and NFCC.
The eligibility and technical documents submitted by RMH Construction and Supply for contract ID 25 FS0025 is passed.
Our next bidder is Henscha Philippines Incorporated. Field jobs registration. Sex certificate. Years permit tax clearance. Audited financial statement. Pickup license. List of ongoing contracts. SLCC. Pickup license. With security BSD, signed and notarized. Organizational chart. List of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data. Key personnel sa affidavit of commitment to work on the contract. Project manager Danilo Flores, signed and notarized. Project engineer Ismael Gayak, signed and notarized. DO 121-2020. Materials engineer Ivy Banguero Fabro, signed and notarized. Certificate of accreditation. Project foreman Orlando Morales, signed and notarized. Safety and Health Officer Nomerson Oltiveros, signed and notarized. Certificate of completion, list of contractors, major equipment to be assigned to the contract, owned, leased, and under purchase agreement, proof of ownership, DO 11, signed and notarized. Lease contract agreement for equipment, signed and notarized. List of contractors, minimum materials testing equipment, DO 11. Statement of availability of major construction equipment. Purchase agreement, signed and notarized. Lease contract agreement for concrete batch plant, signed and notarized with attached certificate of accreditation. Omnibus, signed and notarized. Authority of signatory, signed and notarized. DO 9, signed and notarized. DO 11, signed and notarized, and NFCC. Integrity.
The eligibility and technical documents submitted by Hensha Philippines Incorporated for contract ID 25 FA0025 is passed.
Next bidder is Steven Construction and Supply. Field jobs registration. DTI permit. Mayor's permit. Tax clearance. pickup license. List of ongoing contracts. SLCC. With security BSD, signed and notarized organizational chart. List of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data. Key personnel sa affidavit of commitment to work on the contract. Project manager Maria Cristina Otela Zarza, signed and notarized. Project engineer Daryl Locsin, signed and notarized. Report of rating, materials engineer Salvador Ryan Estoye, signed and notarized. Certificate of accreditation, safety officer Nonito Polo, signed and notarized. Certificate of completion, project foreman Edwin Arena, signed and notarized. DO 9, signed and notarized. List of contractors, major construction equipment, owned and leased. Lease contract agreement for equipment, concrete batch plant, signed and notarized. Certificate of availability of equipment, signed and notarized. And certificate of accreditation for concrete batch plant. Proof of ownership for equipment. DO 11, signed and notarized. Omnibus, signed and notarized. NFCC. Audited financial statement. And integrity pledge.
The eligibility and technical documents submitted by Steven Construction and Supply for contract ID 25 FA0025 is passed.
Our next bidder is R.U. Aquino,
No.
Construction and Development Corporation.
I am rimping you.
Field jobs registration. Sex certificate. Mayor's permit. Tax clearance. Audited financial statement. Pickup license. List of ongoing contracts. SLCC. Pickup license with security BSD, signed and notarized. Organizational chart. List of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data. Key personnel sa affidavit of commitment to work on the contract. Project manager Romeo Aquino, signed and notarized. Project engineer Renato Calagos, signed and notarized. DO 59-2024. Materials engineer Aldrin Vincent Melchor, signed and notarized. Certificate of accreditation. Foreman Romeo Mendoza, signed and notarized. Safety officer Aname Oroz,
Black.
signed and notarized. Certificate of completion. List of contractors, major construction equipment to be assigned to the contract, owned, leased, and under purchase agreement. Proof of ownership.
Siguro.
Lease contract agreement for equipment, signed and notarized. Certification of lease and availability of equipment, signed and notarized. Lease contract agreement for concrete batch plant, signed and notarized. With that certificate of accreditation. Purchase agreement for equipment, crawler crane, signed and notarized. Certification of purchase and availability of equipment, signed and notarized. List of contractors, minimum materials testing equipment, DO 11. DEO 11, signed and notarized. Omnibus, signed and notarized. Authority of Signatory, signed and notarized. DEO 11, signed and notarized. And DEO 9, signed and notarized. NFCC, represented.
So the
Tulungan isipin ito.
eligibility and technical documents submitted by RU Aquino Construction and Development for contract ID 25 FS0025 is passed.
Next bidder is Sandro Builders Incorporated. Field of registration. List of ongoing contracts. SLCC. Pick-up license. With security BST. Signed and notarized. Organizational chart. List of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data. Key personnel sa affidavit of commitment to work on the contract. Project Manager Susan Borse. Signed and notarized. Project Engineer Ronald Borse. Signed and notarized. DO 98-2021. Materials Engineer Francisco Narit, signed and notarized. Certificate of Accreditation. Foreman Elmer Carrillo, signed and notarized. Safety Officer Rogel Hamin Borse, signed and notarized. Certificate of Completion. List of contractors, major construction equipment to be assigned to the contract. Owned and leased. Proof of ownership. This agreement for batching plants and notarized with attached certificate of accreditation from DRS. Omnibus, signed and notarized. Authority of Signatory, signed and notarized. DO9, signed and notarized. DO11, signed and notarized. NFCC,
The eligibility and technical documents submitted by Sandro Builders Incorporated for contract ID 25 FS0025 is passed.
our next bidder is DSB Construction and Supply. Field of registration. List of ongoing contracts. SLCC. With security BST, signed and notarized. Organizational chart. List of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data. Key personnel sa affidavit of commitment to work on the contract. Project Manager Dante Bombales, signed and notarized. Project Engineer Joel Boral, signed and notarized. Report of rating D1 26-2024. Materials Engineer Jerry Bilaos, signed and notarized. Certificate of Accreditation. Safety and Health Officer Wilfredo Belbes, signed and notarized. Certificate of Completion. Construction Foreman John Paul Romano, signed and notarized. List of contractors, major construction equipment to be assigned to the contract, all owned. Ownership. Batching plant certification. List of contractors, materials, and testing equipment attached to the contract. DO11. Authority of Signatory. Omnibus, signed and notarized. Authority of Signatory. DO9. Signed and notarized. NFCC. And Integrity Pledge.
The eligibility and technical documents submitted by DSB Construction and Supply Incorporated for contract ID 25 FS0025 is passed.
Our next bidder is HGG Builders and Supply. Field of registration. List of ongoing contracts. SLCC. Pick-up license. With security BST, signed and notarized. Organizational chart. List of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data. Key personnel sa affidavit of commitment to work on the contract. Project Manager Ariel Ensano, signed and notarized. Project Engineer Edgar Manondo, signed and notarized. Report of rating D1 26-2024. Materials Engineer Lorilyn Palmes, signed and notarized. Certificate of Accreditation. Construction Foreman Laureano Barameda, signed and notarized. Safety and Health Officer Jane Bernadette Metran, signed and notarized. Certificate of Completion. List of contractors, major construction equipment to be assigned to the contract, owned and leased. Proof of ownership. Certificate of accreditation for concrete batch plant. DEO 11, signed and notarized. Lease contract agreement for equipment roller crane, signed and notarized. Omnibus, signed and notarized. NFCC, affidavit of site inspection, signed and notarized. DO 9, signed and notarized. ISO accreditation.
The eligibility and technical documents submitted by HDD builders and supply for contract ID 25-0025 is passed.
Next and last bidder is 3RB, construction and supply.
So please verify the
DPL.
DTI.
Build-ups registration. DTI permit. Valid from February 25, 2025 to February 25, 2030. Mayor's permit expires December 31, 2025, and tax clearance dated issued December 10, 2024. Pickup license. Fix of ongoing contracts. SLCC. Field Security BSD. Sign and
Hindi pa
notarized.
sila nakasubmit sa computer pero di pa na-update.
Organizational chart. List of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data. Key personnel sa affidavit of commitment to work on the contract. Project manager, Laura Medel De Leon, signed and notarized. Project engineer, Celso Rapi, signed and notarized. Report of rating. Materials engineer, Publio Pera, signed and notarized. Certificate of accreditation. Foreman, Jimmy Barameda, signed and notarized. Safety officer, Francisco Alfaro Jr., signed and notarized. Certificate of completion. Nandiyan ako last of natin. List of contractors, major construction equipment to be assigned to the contract. All owned. Proof of ownership. Omnibus, sign and notarized. DO9, sign and notarized. Integrity pledge, NFCC, audited financial statement. List of minimum material sustain equipment. Ito.
So the eligibility and technical documents submitted by TRB Construction and Supply for contract ID 25-0025 is passed. So based from our preliminary examination for development for contract ID 25-0025, so actually out of 14 bidders who participated in this contract, all of them passed the eligibility check that we've just made. So we now open the second envelope for the financial component of these 14 bidders who successfully passed our eligible preliminaries. So Ma'am Jess, please go ahead. Opening. Thank you.
Opening of financial documents for contract ID 25FA0025. Our first bidder is Center Waste Construction and Development Incorporated. Form of bid signed. Bill of quantities. Detailed estimates cash flow with amount 95,052,776 pesos and 57 centavos.
The financial document submitted by Centerways Construction Development Incorporated, for contract ID 25-0025 is passed.
Our next bidder is SCP Construction. Form of bid signed. Summary of bid prices, bill of quantities, detailed estimates, summary of unit prices and cash flow. Bid amount 96,069,499 pesos and 56 centavos. 96.
And the financial document submitted by SCP Construction for contract